Hello and welcome to my channel. This is my first video and I've been watching so many videos recently doing Project Pan and minimalism, and it's really got me thinking a lot about being more intentional with what I purchase. And just I live in a small apartment, so I don't have a lot of space anyway, and it's just really made me think, like, I have so much stuff, and I before I even pull it all out, I know I have a lot of things. And I'm curious myself to see how much I have once I actually see it all in front of me. And I feel like that'll be a good way for me to inventory it and really see sort of where my problem is, where am I spending too much money, or where am I just buying things and I'm not using them up. I mean, not only do I think it's wasteful, but there's just other things that I'd rather spend my money on and spend my time on. And I just felt like this is a really good way to keep myself accountable and just to change, I guess. And it's already hard enough for me to do that, but I feel like maybe if I do it in front of a bunch of people, it'll keep me honest and I actually do it. So I have a notebook here. I'm gonna actually just write everything down that I have in categories, but the first thing I'm gonna do is pull everything out. So you're gonna see me go back and forth a lot, but it is a lot, and I'm gonna try to get everything. I feel like there might be some stuff like in like my purse or at work or something, but I'm gonna try to get everything I can possibly find to do a really good inventory right now. So this is part of the problem. You can see, or I don't know if you can see, but this is so dusty. Why? Because I don't use it. This actually says it was made in June of 2022, but it is good until June of 2026. So I still have about a year to use it until it's quote unquote expired. But yeah, this is just, I mean, this was very expensive. I don't remember how much it was, but it's probably over $30. And I mean, I'm not even using it. It's just sitting there literally collecting dust. Please help. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is everything. It's a lot. I'm actually, oh look, there's a hand cream right there. No, I'm pretty sure that it's everything. Yeah, it's actually embarrassing to just see this much stuff. Like, it's just, I mean, it's just me, my husband, which I didn't get anything that's my husband's, like his, he doesn't hoard like I do, so that was easy. But, I have one daughter, a couple of these things, like, she shares with me, like, obviously she uses shampoo and conditioner and things like that, but this is what I would expect from, like, a family of 5, and it's just us. So I really need to take care of it. So yeah, the first thing I'm gonna do is just go ahead and like organize everything kind of by category, so I can kind of get a better idea of problem areas. A few things I didn't include was like hand soap, toothpaste, like contact solutions, some things like that. I don't have a problem with those things. I literally just have like one of each, and then I have like a refillable or like a bulk refill under my sink that I just keep putting into the hand soap. And then same thing with bar soap. So I actually don't really use like shower gel. I just use plain Dove, and I get that in bulk from Costco. So it's like 16 bars. But once again, I don't use anything else, so I don't really feel the need to put that into my inventory because it's not a problem. But obviously there's no point for me to buy any more that I don't need anymore. So yeah, let me go ahead and get everything situated, and then I will be right back. Okay, I think I have everything pretty much organized, so I will be right back to get to inventory. Taking a quick pizza break. Okay, so I changed the angle a little bit just so that you can kind of see it a little bit more clear. So I'm going to go ahead and start writing everything down. I also have a snack because I don't know how long this is going to take. But yeah, so just kind of a brief overview. I have all the way over, I did more of like my skin care and take care of my face when it comes into like most of this is then for shower or hair. And then I have makeup and then perfumes and literally just a huge thing of sunscreen behind me. And I'll change the angle now so you can go ahead and see what I'm actually doing. So starting with my face cleansers, I have these four. This one is actually almost gone. It's by Good Molecules. I don't love it. I don't think it's terrible. I just need to use it. This one I love by Rebectin. You can see that I've used later on right there, so it's about half. This one I do not like at all. I think I'm going to try to maybe use this up as a body wash, just not on any sensitive areas, but like on my shoulders and things like that. And then I have my two cleansing balms, and this is what I use when I do wear makeup, which is just not frequent. That's why I've had these. I bought 3 of these at a time because they were having a sale that was like buy 2 get 1 free. This one that's like barely touched, but the other one is, I would say, at least half gone. So I'm going to go ahead and write those down. So these are all of my different face treatments that I use. So I have like kind of a backup too of my tretinoin. Same thing with my adapalene. I was on the over-the-counter version, but my doctor prescribed it, so I have this one. This is another tretinoin, and then this is the benzoyl peroxide like spot treatment. So I do not use the tretinoin anymore. I really do not know what to use, like how to use it up, other than maybe putting it on my body. But it was just too much for my face. I've been on the adapalene for quite a while, and I'm like 6 months. So also too, these are, at least 6 months old. So I'm not sure if I might toss them. I don't know anyone else that uses tretinoin, so I don't really know what else to do with them. But for now, I will write them down and inventory them. Now for my face moisturizers, I don't have a ton. This isn't really a category I go wild on. This one's actually pretty close to being finished, even though it's huge. This is a smaller version that I have of it, and I have that really more like when I travel. And then I have this Lush one. Now, I got this Lush one a really long time ago. Kind of doesn't smell very good, so I think I'm going to use it up on my body. Yeah, it says used by June of 2023. So, I don't know. I'm on the fence about this one because to me it does actually smell and just seem completely different than it used to. Okay, and then this is pretty much everything in between cleansing my face and moisturizing my face. So basically anything that's a treatment. And the reason I compiled these all together is because I'm not gonna lie, I pretty much don't use any of these at all. I just want to use them up. I mean, I just feel like this doesn't do anything at all. It just feels like a wasted step to me. Same with this. I mean, it's just seems like a wasted step. If you look, it is about to there, so I mean, it's more than half gone. Same with this one. This one is the one like you shake. Has like, I think AHA, BHA, PHA. But you can see it's like to there, so it's, you know, more than half gone. Once again, I feel like I just honestly feel like they do nothing for my skin. These two I use on my body. This is actually very close to being gone. These are both salicylic acid, and I get, sometimes I get breakouts on my back, and I use these. Once again, I just want to use them up because, honestly, I really enjoy using my adapalene on my upper back, so I just feel like I don't need any of these. Oh, sorry if that's a bad thing. There you go. I don't use any of them. I just feel like they take up space. I feel like they're not effective enough. I think maybe if you had different skin problems than I do, maybe some of these would work for you, but for me personally, I just don't notice a big enough difference. It's just not worth it. I have these three things for my lip. I have the Sun Bum SPF, which I keep this in my purse, so I'm not really worried about using that up. Then I have this Laneige lip sleep mask, which I have had, honestly. I mean, I had this before I lived here, and I've lived here for 3 years. So I probably had this for 4 years. It looks to be kind of about half. So to me, honestly, it's just, I want to use it up because it's old, and I don't want to waste it. You know, I don't want to throw anything away. And this was not cheap. I don't remember what it was, but maybe $15 or something. I mean, it adds up. If you look at everything I have, over time, it adds up. This was a Lush lip mask. This is actually my daughter's, but we're both trying to use it to just use it up because, once again, this says Best Buy January 2026. I mean, that's like 5 months from now, and, you know, it's literally been used maybe 5 times. So that's pretty much everything for my face except for sunscreen, but I want to tackle that last because that is honestly just a beast of its own. I do feel like I can go ahead and just mention this is the only hand cream I have, so once again, I'm not worried about using it up. However, this is a very old hand cream. Once again, I've had this since before I lived here, and I've lived here for 3 years, so this is at least 4 to 5 years old, maybe, honestly, maybe even more. But I keep it in my purse, so I'm not really worried about using it up because I do want to replace it when it's gone, but at the same time, I mean, how long should you have a hand cream for? I mean, you know, I just feel like at some point we should be going through things, you know, within a 1 to 2 year basis so it stays fresh. So now we're going to move on to the literal bane of my existence, which is hair stuff. And the reason for that is just because I have dealt with so many hair woes. I mean, my hair was really falling out at one point. I deal with a very oily scalp with very dry ends. I just feel like I have so many different hair issues, and they've been so back and forth that I've just tried so many, and I know this seems like a lot of shampoos. I mean, this is a lot of shampoos, but to be honest, I've used like 2 or 3 up in the past month or two as well, so I had even more than this. This one is almost gone, honestly. Probably these two here probably both have maybe 1 or, well, I would say maybe 2 to 5 uses, to be generous. So I'm trying to get everything in the camera. Now, I'm going to just quickly mention this once again because this is also my daughter's. However, it goes off December of this year. So once again, I don't want something sitting around going to waste. This was not cheap. My daughter absolutely loves it. But she's only used it a few times, and I don't use it because I personally don't like this smell. And like I said, I've had so many hair troubles. I'm usually using like a targeted shampoo versus just something like this, which is, I kind of look at more like a just for fun shampoo. But I just wanted to mention it because it is something I still want to help her use up and still get a good use out of it before it's expired. Not to say that it expires exactly on that day or anything, but if I give it enough time, you know, it will expire. So these 3, or I would actually say these first 4 shampoos are all well over half finished. So I'm pretty confident I can use them up in a good amount of time. This Nioxin one for hair fall, once again, I don't love this. I have a very oily scalp, and I do not feel like this cleans well enough. When I use this, I will use my Pantene one first, and then this one second as like my active. This is sort of like my pre-cleanse, like to get the oil off, and then this is like the treatment one. That's how I've been using it. However, when I use like something like this, my Head and Shoulders, which I used just this morning, I don't need to do 2 washes. 1 wash, I do let it sit for about a minute, and then I rinse, and then it's perfectly fine. And this is honestly the cheapest one here. It's the cheapest one here, and I feel like it works for my hair the best, you know? So it's like, I don't want to spend money on all these things and have all these things crowding up my shower when what actually works the best is, you know, $5. Same thing with this one here. I mean, I think this is a great shampoo. It's the Dove Bond Strength. It left my hair very soft. However, once again, I don't think it cleans my scalp well enough. And for me personally, just having such an oily scalp, I just need it to clean right the first time. There's nothing wrong with shampooing your hair twice. If you want to do that, that's fine. But for me personally, I'd really rather just shampoo once and have a shampoo that I know I can count on, that, you know, one shampoo is going to get it clean and it's going to stay clean. I'm not going to have to immediately clean my hair again. This one, I will say, I actually like this a lot better than I expected. This was gifted to me from someone when I was talking about having my hair issues with things falling out and stuff. She gave me this shampoo and the conditioner, which was very, very nice of her. And I do like it. I don't think there's anything wrong with it whatsoever. The only thing I don't like about it, which has nothing to do with the effectiveness, but it's such a large, heavy bottle, and it doesn't have a pump. It's just this. And so I do feel like when I'm in the shower, I don't have my glasses on. I think I can't see very well without them. I do feel like I struggle to use this. I know it's like, you know, first world problem, but I do feel like that keeps me from using it. And I do also feel like this isn't just quite strong enough for my scalp. It's not the worst. My hair's not immediately oily like some of the other ones, but I just feel like it's not as good as the Head and Shoulders. And then the Redken. Now, I used to use Redken. I mean, for like years, I used only Redken shampoo and conditioner. I finished the conditioner of this one. I had like the set of the large pumps, but I use more conditioner than shampoo. I would say this is about half. I like this one. I feel like it does clean my scalp good enough. I don't know what it is about it that makes me not want to use it. I really don't know. I guess to me it's just average. It's just bleh. Like, it works, but it's not like great, and it's so expensive that once again, I would honestly just rather have the Head and Shoulders. So yeah, I'm hoping to, like I said, 6 shampoos. It's so excessive. Like I said, I think I can finish these 3 pretty quickly, but I'm just gonna want to rebuy this one. Oh, and actually, you know what? I'm actually forgetting a shampoo. I'm sorry, I have 7 shampoos. This is a solid shampoo from Atique. I like this shampoo a lot. I think it really cleans my hair. It has such a nice smell. It's a very, very light orange scent. I used to use Atique a lot, like a few years ago, and I hadn't really used them for a while. And I was like, you know what? I want to try this again. I mean, obviously, 6 shampoos is not enough. I guess I needed 7. And I do really, really like it. However, I don't feel like it's right to, I don't want to just like throw these away and just use this. That's just not right. And like I said, I love the Head and Shoulder ones, and it's cheaper. Now, this one is supposed to last 3 bottles worth. I haven't tested that out. I've used it maybe 5 times so far, but I will say the bar doesn't even look like I've used it. So what I'm doing is I'm rotating. I'm using every other time I wash my hair, I use this, or the Head and Shoulders, because those are the 2 I really want to use. And then every other time I'm using one of the other ones. That way I'm still using them. I'm still getting rid of them. They're still serving their purpose, but they're definitely not going to be repurchased. Going forward, I want to stick with the Head and Shoulders or this Atique brand, and I might try some of the other ones too, because I really love this one. And I believe this one is for oily hair. I can't remember what it's called, but I'm pretty sure it was called something for oily hair. So, love that one. Okay, now for conditioners, as you can see, conditioners is not nearly as much of a problem for me. I have used up 2 conditioners in the past month. One was the Dove, this shampoo. It was the conditioner that came with this, the Dove Bond Strength Conditioner. And then also 2, that same line, but it was like the hair mask. It comes in the tub. I just call it a conditioner because I just used it in place of my conditioner. But those 2 I had finished just recently. I didn't save the bottles, so I don't have them to show you, but I mean, I liked them. There was absolutely nothing wrong with them. This one here, once again, I think there's absolutely nothing wrong with. I just don't like it's such a large bottle without a pump, but once again, that's such a small issue. But in terms of the way it cleans, or sorry, not cleans my hair, but in terms of the way it conditions my hair, I do like it. That there's nothing wrong with it. Once again, it doesn't wow me, but there's definitely nothing wrong with it. This one is a sample that came with my Atique order, so I haven't tried it yet. I mean, I just felt like there's no point opening it until I, need it. So, and I might actually save this for when I travel, because what actually got me started with the Atique products in the first place is when I was traveling a lot. My husband is from England, and when I used to travel back and forth to see him, I used to always take solid things because it was really easy to take on the plane. But then once I ran out of them, I just didn't repurchase them because I wasn't traveling anymore because he lives here with me now. So it's just kind of not as necessary. It's, I guess, the word I'm looking for. Yeah, but so I haven't tried this yet, and I might save it for traveling, or if I run out, I might just use it just to use it. Okay, now this one. This is the literal bane of my existence. I dislike everything about this conditioner. I absolutely want to take this straight to the trash can and throw it away. Oh, I do not like the smell. I do not like the texture. It's weird. It's, I don't know if you can see, but it's so thick it barely moves. I mean, I don't even feel like it conditions my hair like at all. I mean, my hair feels dry and stiff after I'm finished with it. It's difficult to rinse off. I mean, there's honestly nothing at all that I could say good about this. Maybe you have this and love it, or maybe it would work for you, but for me personally, I absolutely dislike this conditioner. But once again, I spent quite a bit of money on this. I don't remember exactly the price, but I probably paid $15 or $20 for it, and so for that amount, I'm not going to waste it. So I am going to use it up. It would never be repurchased, but part of the reason I wanted to do this project is because I need to force myself to use things like this, and if I'm doing it in front of other people, it's going to keep me accountable, and hopefully too, I might be encouraged. There might be other ways that people use it. Like I've considered maybe using it as a shaving cream. I haven't tried that yet, but just something like that. But anyway, please just motivate me to use this, please. I dislike it so much, but I don't want to get rid of it. I really want to use it up. Speaking of shaving cream, I literally have one. It was from the dollar store. I want to say I don't like it, but it's really not that I don't like it. I just don't prefer shaving cream. I'm totally fine with just using my Dove bar soap. It's just simpler. And so I think for me, this is just an extra step I don't want to do. But in terms of the smell and everything, I don't think there's anything wrong with this. It's just, I just don't need a shaving cream. And after I use this up, I won't be purchasing another one. I have two random foot products. This one gets used with my scrubby thing in the bathtub. Nothing wrong with it. Once again, just a step I don't feel like doing. I'm lazy. I got the pink peppermint foot lotion from Lush. I really do like this, and I like the way it smells. And this is getting old. Okay, best to use by January of 2024, so it's actually, been expired for quite a while. It doesn't seem like there's anything wrong with it, but it does. It has been expired. So I just want to use it up. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. I have this random bubble bath, or I guess it's an Epsom salt bath, but I just call it bubble bath. It's rose. I love the way that it smells, but I hardly ever use it because, number one, honestly, it's under my sink and I just sort of forget I even have it. It smells wonderful. I just need to start using it. So remember how I said I only use bar soap? Why do I have these? I literally have no idea. I've used bar soap for probably the past 5 years without ever using shower gel. I just do not like or prefer shower gel in any way, shape, or form. Nothing wrong with it. It's just, I just don't prefer it. I have very sensitive skin, and I just feel like the Dove original bar soap just works so well for me. But I bought these because I fell into the hype of buying them, I guess. This one, I just feel like it doesn't clean. It's very softening, but I feel like I don't feel clean when I'm using it. And then these ones kind of the opposite. I feel almost too clean, like it's stripping. They smell delicious, but it's just, like I said, really, I just don't prefer using them. This is a organic bar soap I got from a local spa. I don't love it. I don't think it cleans the best, but I love the smell. It's a very light rose scent. So I'm just looking to use this up and then going back to my Dove. And then I have my Scrub Bee from Lush. I keep this around. I don't use it like every bath or anything or every shower. It's kind of like a once a month treat. Oh, God, I love the smell of it. But so if this ever goes out, I will repurchase it. But I probably purchase 1 or 2 of these a year, so it's not. I don't have any other body scrub, so it's not like a problem product for me. Deodorant. I have used this deodorant for years. I just keep repurchasing it, probably 5 or more years now. So this is something where, like, when I finish it, I'm just going to keep repurchasing it. But this I purchased quite a while ago. It looks very dusty, crusty. I don't love it. I don't think it works personally for me. I'm a stinky girl, I guess, but I want to use it up. So I feel like using it maybe on my feet or, you know, something like that just to get rid of it. Because I'm pretty sure I spent like $20 on this, which is honestly crazy considering it's just a deodorant. But like I said, I just want to use it up, get rid of it. Would not repurchase that. No. Alright, and then for my other hair things, I have this scalp treatment for when I was really losing hair. I honestly swear by this. I think it worked very, very well, and I love it. I think it smells good. It just feels like it kept my scalp cleaner longer. It has sandalore in it, which it does have some studies to show that it might be doing something. But I don't have the problem I have now that I have with my hair. It was a hormonal issue, and I've gotten it figured out, so now I kind of just have this. So I do want to use it up, and I don't think it's going to hurt me in any way to use it up that way. This was $50. $50. Worth it? Yes, this is like my third one, so yes, it's worth it. But at this point, I don't really have a need for it, so I just want to use it up, because I'm not throwing it away. I mean, $50 is $50. I have these 2 hair oil / serum. This one's like more of a serum oil. This is the Olaplex like oil for your ends. I don't care to use hair oil. I'm lazy, to be honest. I just want to use these up and get on with my life. Nothing wrong with them. They both smell good and everything. It's just, I just don't use them. My leave-in I use every single time I get out of the shower. So that, like I said, if I was out of that, I would repurchase. Not necessarily this Redken one, but I used to have the Pantene one. That one was good too. So just honestly any sort of spray leave-in. Then I have these 2 like leave-in / creams. This one's for when I blow dry my hair, which is almost never. And this one is just on other days, which is mainly like if it's humid out and I feel like I'm going to have frizziness problems. But once again, I would like to use these up and not purchase them because I do not use things in my hair enough. I like to shampoo, condition, get out, spray a little bit of this in, and then go. I don't really ever style my hair much, so. Which leads me on to these. Once again, I don't use them. I have them. I shouldn't have them. They are not cheap. This one was $30. This one I think was maybe 10 or 15. Why do I have that amount of that money into hairspray that I don't use? Beyond me. But yeah, just want to try to get use out of them and whatnot. Okay. Oh goodness. Oh, I didn't take a candy break. I don't know if you guys like hot tamales, but it's my favorite candy. Okay. Then I have some ointments. Aquaphor, CeraVe, Elizabeth Arden, just the regular petroleum jelly. I love these. I'll always have one, but I really feel like I only need one. And the one that I would have if I only had one would be this one. I love the Aquaphor. So I just feel like the other 3 I want to use up, and then I'll just continue to purchase the Aquaphor. And clearly, I don't need to buy any more ointments, because 4 is surely enough. My sunscreen habit too. I'm very pale. I use adapalene, and I did use tretinoin before, so I want to make sure I don't burn. And I also suffer from a lot of hyperpigmentation from my acne, so this has just always been important to me. I have worn sunscreen daily for at least 10 years, because I've been going to a dermatologist for 10 years. And that was where I first learned to wear sunscreen daily. Now a couple of these, this one's here. So, I absolutely hate this sunscreen. This sunscreen makes me look like a literal chalky ghost. I mean, and like I said, and I mean, you can clearly see, I am very pale. How if it's making me look like that, how can anyone, even with a light tan skin, can use this? How? I cannot use this. And I'm like, how do I use this up? Because, I mean, the only place that I'm okay with looking like that is the literal beach. Like, I cannot put this on and then go to, like, the grocery store. I mean, it is awful. Awful. I'm just spreading these out so you can see them, but... So, these three here are actually already almost empty. All three of them. I mean, I don't know if you can hear it, but they're very light. There's almost nothing in there. So, these are the three that I'm going to focus on right now to use up. And then I'm going to get to working on my other ones. Now, obviously, anything like this in a box will be kept for last just because they're the freshest. And not everything has been opened. This has not been opened. This has not been opened. This one has not been opened. This one is still sealed. So anything that's still sealed and hasn't been opened, I'm not going to open because I don't want it to get I don't want to have any more open. But it's a hard category because I want to get this down, but mainly because they have an expiration and I don't want anything to expire. And also, too, the sunscreen that I really love, it's by Eucerin, and I can only get it from, it's another sunscreen too. This is the one I mainly use for my arms, and my husband uses that one a lot too. But the one that I love the most is by Eucerin, and I only can get it from Cocoon Center because it's from Europe. And I'd love to repurchase that and have a few because it took me only about 1 month to use that because I used it every day, and I mean, I loved it. So if I could have only one face sunscreen, it'd be that Eucerin one. And then when it comes to my arms and body, I absolutely love this sunscreen. Once again, I got it from Cocoon Center. It smells good. It's light. It's not that like greasy sunscreen feeling that we have here in the US like at all. But the majority of these I also like just fine for my body. So there's no reason for me to purchase anything else. But I would like to get rid of the face sunscreens so that I can purchase that Eucerin one again. And because I do need to purchase like 4 at a time to make the shipping worth it. So that's my goal right now, is basically get rid of my face sunscreens so that I can go back to using the one I really, really love. These ones are fine. There's nothing wrong with these. This one here is, if you're looking for a decent American sunscreen, it's this one. I have a backup of it. This is all coming off. It's hard to read, but it's the La Roche-Posay and Bilios UV Clear. It has azelaic acid in it. It's a very good sunscreen. It's a very, very good sunscreen. So, do I like it as much as the Eucerin one from Europe? No, but it is very good. This is my second favorite one from Europe. I do really, really like this one as well. I still prefer the Eucerin, but I love this sunscreen, and I don't really hear anyone talk about it. It's just, I don't know. The ones I do not like, these two, do not like at all. The rest of them, I mean, I have nothing bad to say. So, yeah. Get this out of the way. Because there are a lot. Also, I realized I have this mixed in. This is actually just hydrocortisone cream. I'm not worried about using it up because it's the only one I have, and it's mainly for if I have like an irritation. And my daughter has eczema, so truthfully, this is mainly for my daughter and my husband. They both get eczema spots. Okay. We're getting there, guys. We are getting there. So here is my body lotions that I use. Once again, I have way too many. Why do I have this many? I do not know. This is 2 of the Lush bars. Once again, I love them, but I really want to use them up because I don't like reaching for them. To me, it's just not as convenient. So I have these 4 of the Lush ones. They're all super expired. This one here, I don't think I'm going to use because it doesn't smell right. I know what Dream Cream smells like. I've used it for years, and it's not this. So I might use this up on like my legs, but I'm definitely not putting that on my face or even on like my arms because mainly if I get eczema, it's on my arms and hands. All of these ones are once again expired, but they smell and seem just fine. This is the Pansy one. Love. Pansy's my favorite smell from Lush. It's the same as the shower gel, the olive branch shower gel. Oh, love it. The Biomix, this is like their sort of revamp, I guess, of the Lovely Jubblies. It's not the same. Ooh, that one actually definitely smells like not right either. I don't know about that one. Yeah, I'm kind of on the fence about whether I want to try to maybe use them for like my feet or something. Because this was expensive. I probably paid $40 for this. It's not cheap. The sleepy one, this one still smells just fine. I actually just used this last night. My husband likes this one too at night. It smells really nice. I won't repurchase Lush stuff going forward because, to be honest, it's inconvenient in this tub. I don't want to use it because of that. And it's so expensive that I do not want these things to go bad. So for me personally, it's just not. I liked it for a long time, for many, many years. 15 years I've been a Lush fan, and it's just, at this point, I just would rather have a pump. And then I have this, which is like a dupe for the CeraVe one, or the CeraVe Salicylic Acid Cream. Really don't ever use it once again because it's in a tub. I do use this one, but I don't love it. I mean, I don't know. Is it just me? But am I just really difficult to please? I don't know. Once again, I don't like this either. It's the Good Molecules Discoloration Correcting Treatment. This I do really like for my feet and hands. It smells delicious. I'm not sure what it smells like. It's kind of like a citrusy smell. I know it has calendula, so that might be that. But it's very, very like greasy, but in a good way. I know that doesn't sound great, but like it makes my nails look really nice. My cuticles really nice. So I like it for that. But I don't use this on just my whole body. It's too much. Then I have this. I have not used this. I probably had this for 5 years and I've just not used it. Once again, probably just start using it on my feet or something. I like the smell. I do think it works good, but it sits on your skin forever. It doesn't like sink in. It's just pure shea butter. So that's all of my lotions. And the last thing is my perfumes. This one here is my absolute favorite perfume. I've had it. This is my second bottle, and I've had this one here for a couple years now. Wore this on my wedding day. It's my smell. The bottle could definitely use cleaning. Looks for wear, but everyone in my family, when they smell this, they know it's me. Like they literally, when we're out and about, like sometimes my niece will like text me and be like, I smelled this. Like I smelled this. I thought it was you, but then it was someone else. So it's just funny. Like my family knows me by the smell. My sister loves that smell too. And then I have 3 from Dossier, and I like these a lot, but I probably won't repurchase them again. Not because any issue with the smell. I think they smell gorgeous. I'm not sure if they smell like the perfumes they're mimicking, because I don't think I've ever even smelled the real ones before. But for me personally, I just love these two so much. I just don't feel like I need these. I just want to use them up. This is the other one. This is the Whispers of Truth. It's House of Solage, I believe is how you say it. I'm not quite sure. I think the bottle is beautiful, but it smells so good. This is a very strong, to me this is more like a night perfume, so don't wear it as much. This one I feel like you can just wear whenever. This one's more like a evening out. But I love both of those. And if I could only have 2 perfumes, it would just be these 3. I do not need the other ones. And then I have these. I do love the Lord of Visceral smell. Once again, like I said, I used to be a huge Lush fan. But I never use these, and to be honest, I don't even know why. I mean, I like the smell. I honestly could not give you an answer. I used to spray it on my bed a lot in the evening, like if I was like before, like I'd spray it on there, and then I go get my bath, and then when I would come in to like get into my blankets, it would smell like this, and I really loved that. But I haven't done that, and that's just what I need to do because I need to use these up. And like I said earlier, I'm not sure how much this was, but I know it was a ton. I think it was probably $30 or $40. I mean, just way too much, to be honest. I mean, nothing wrong with if you want to spend that on this, nothing wrong with it. But for me, not using it and spending that, it's just, I don't like that. So, and then the very, very last bit is my makeup. Now, I will say this. I don't have a problem with makeup. I say as I see this huge thing of makeup in front of you. But, no, it's funny, but it's really not my main concern because I don't wear makeup often, and when I do, it's just for work. And once again, I probably wear makeup 1 to 2 times a week, if that. These are some cushion refills. The cushions are right over here. So I have the 2 cushions, and then I have refills for both of them because they come with them. And then I have, these are my antique powder compacts. I love these. They're so gorgeous. And they have all of my Alima cosmetics in them. Alima Pure. So these are the 4 things it has in them. So it's like a powder, a blush, a highlighter. I think it's 2 blushes, a powder, and a highlighter. And then I have them in each one of these. So it seems kind of like a lot, but they're kind of like refills. Like everything I just talked about was like the main item and then a refill item. And then I have this foundation, which I really like. It's the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. Love this. This is usually what I will use on a day-to-day basis. And then I have things here. This is my kind of my makeup bag that I'll take to work if I'm wearing makeup to sort of touch up. So this is really my entire makeup collection, just besides those couple things I showed you over here. So I have 2 blushes, this one from Chanel. I've had this for honestly probably 5 years. It's called Rose Ecran, something like that. And then I have this NARS one. I believe this is called Exposed. No, it's called B8. Sorry, I don't know where I got that from. Then I have my NARS setting powder. I have this Wet n Wild eyeshadow, like mini palette. And then I have this Tom Ford cream shadow, which is pretty much all I use. You can see it's quite a good dent going. And for my eyes, I have 4 mascaras, and I have no idea why or where I got these. Like this one I know I bought for my wedding day. A couple of these things I bought for my wedding day. But this other stuff, like I'm like, why do I have 4? I'm not sure. But they're all brown, and I think what it was is I think I was like trying to find a nice brown mascara because I've worn brown mascaras my whole life, but I feel like they started discontinuing the ones that I generally wear, so I tried to get a few more. I'm very pale, and my eyelashes are very light, so for me, I feel like black just is too much. And I have 1 eyebrow pencil, 1 eyeliner, both brown, 2 concealers. I'd like to just use one of them up. I do prefer the NARS one, but there's nothing wrong with the Neutrogena one. And then, so the lips is kind of like where I would say I have the most like quote unquote problem. But I have these 2 just like chapstick types, a tinted lip oil, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 full-size lipsticks and a mini lipstick. This is actually my daughter's. I always get her little mini things. Like anytime something comes with a mini, it's always hers. So that's actually hers, but still in my collection. Then I have 3 lip liners. Okay, so my camera actually just died, so I'm not exactly sure where I was, but I think I had just talked about all my lip products. And then the last thing I was going to say is just my MAC Fix Plus. If once this runs out, I'll just buy it again, because I love this one, and I've honestly been using this since I was like maybe 16. So, and I probably used like 5. But yeah, so that's all my makeup. Everything else left in the thing is just like my brushes and my sponge, so I'm not worried about those. Okay, so what I'm going to do is quickly finish inventorying everything onto the actual paper, and then I will be right back to come up with my conclusion, and maybe we can brainstorm together and come up with a game plan. Okay, so I just finished inventorying everything. I'm exhausted. It was actually a lot more than I thought. So I have written everything down. I categorized everything, but I also did sort of like face, shower, body / perfumes, sunscreen, makeup, and then just this is my lip stuff. So I do have quite a bit of that. And altogether, it was 130 items exactly. So, like I said, I might be missing a few things. I do keep a few things in my desk at work. But this is like at least like 99% of it is 130. So I'm gonna go ahead and write that down here so that I can keep track of it. So if you guys have any ideas on best way to use things up, or like dual purpose things, or just any ideas at all, I mean, any advice, tips, tricks, anything that you'd like to share with me, I would really appreciate it. And please stay tuned, because I'm going to keep you guys updated and keep myself updated and in check, and not buy anything else, because as you can see, I do not need it. If I ever want to buy something, I'm literally going to pull this out and look at it and say, you're insane, stop doing that. No. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Please stay tuned and help me. Have a great day.